Still running default settings in DMZ? You're getting gunned before you even aim and you didn't even know it. Today I'm going to show you what to change, why it matters, and how to instantly feel the difference on console. This is DMZ 101 with Italiano Shy. Let's fix your aim, movement, and your confidence. Let's get into it. So now I'm going to just scroll through and show you the fact that I have everything reset. These are all the default settings on DMZ when you first start, with nothing changed, no controller change, no graphic change, no audio change, nothing, not even my interface has changed. So let's see how this goes. Now we are loading up with the default settings across everything, except I am going to change mine just so I'm not as terrible. I'm going to make sure my button layout for DMZ is tactical just so I don't have to change how I play in that sense. But everything else is default settings. So we'll see how this goes.
Welcome to the DMZ.
Holy
Explore
shit.
secure intel and loot to
So this
gain
is what
access
people
to
see
new
when they see a
missions.
default.
Enemy threat is
I'm
high,
doing
so
some-
expect contact.
Holy fuck. Cashier. What's that? Holy shit. Okay, this feels fucking terrible. But this is what most people see when they are running DMZ. This is all default settings. I've not changed a thing besides my button layout so that I can actually play. Like, so I don't have to change my gameplay style, I should say.
Ultra One, enemy threat. We've got a hit on a heavily armored target with a weapons case. Their last known position is on your attack.
I made sure to drop all my cash so that these guys had it. Hostiles moving to my mark. Can't say that.
Hostile advanced UAV is active. Hostile UAV in this sector. Our UAV is on.
Oh my gosh, I got shit on so hard. Target dead. Nice. Now that we went through that default gameplay, let's change this around. Now, me personally, I believe people should play on a 6.6 horizontal vertical sensitivity with a 0.8 ADS multiplier. It'll help you with your aim, help you with your movement. That's all you need to really worry about when it comes to having a better aim and stickier aim for that matter. I personally do choose to run automatic sprint over automatic tac sprint, but I will leave it on tac sprint because that is what most people should use. I just prefer the fluidity of automatic sprint. Prioritize interact because it'll help you faster interact with doors, grab plates, grab what you need and get out. Now, when it comes to aim assist type, you should be on default, and assist needs to be turned on, and your curve should be dynamic. Why? Because that is what will give you that sticky aim. Now, I changed the most sensitivity on the multiplier focus to 0.85, 0.8, but most people should just leave that at 1. Now, dead zones, I have Hall effect sticks, so I don't have to worry about having stick drift, but you should adjust these so that you don't have stick drift when you are using your left or your right stick. Now, most people should have it between probably 0.7 and 0.75 for their max. I choose to go lower because I want a little bit more responsiveness, and most people should just keep the right stick at max. I have digital clicks, so I don't have to worry about my triggers being high or low, but these should be as low as possible, probably about 0.2 to 0.5, just depends on your controller in that sense. Now, I do keep tac sprint behavior at single tap run, because then from me just running, I can tap it, I'm already going to be doing a tac sprint then. Grounded mantle is really up to your choice. Personally, I like to have it on. It does help somewhat here and there. And then for airborne mantle, it's really up to you. Now, as we continue just to run through these settings, feel free to pause the video and copy or screenshot if you need to. But if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video. I would appreciate it very much. And share with your friends. Any of those other bot friends that you know. Change the ping wheel to short. That's just my preference. These are all personal preferences on that aspect below. Graphics wise, change this to optimized and have it at 5 GB because I don't need it taking up more space on my system than it needs to. Turn all your blurs off, drop the film grain down to 0, depth of field should be turned off, fidelity cache should be turned on, and raise this all the way up between 80 to 90. You don't need 100. Now, I'm saying that because it will help your clarity of game. I can run a 120 refresh rate on my system. If you can't, then don't worry about that. Now, field of view is what's going to make things look like you're running faster or slower, but the 120 will make it seem like you're running faster and everything's easier. Your ADS field of view should be unaffected, and your weapon view should be wide. That'll help negate a lot of the visual recoil that you see when you're firing your gun. It also will make it a lot easier to play with multiple different types of guns, in my opinion. Now, you can drop that down depending on if you need to see closer and so on. You should bump your brightness up to 60 from 50 because it will help you see a lot more. The safe area needs to be brought in so that all your HUD information is as close as possible. For the audio mix, I do run headphones. All of these should be bumped down. Dialogue volume should be anywhere from 10 to 20. And your effects volume should be bumped all the way up and leave it at 100 because that's giving you footstep sounds, gunshot sounds, and so on. Cinematic volume and war tracks, so you don't need them. If you want them, it's personal preference if you want to keep them, but I personally cut them off. Voice chat volume, I do raise that to about 70 or 80 because that's so you can at least hear your team. All lobby on, headset, you can choose on yourself on that. Open mic sensitivity, drop that down to 69, and I drop my microphone level to about 80 so that I don't blow anyone's eardrums out. Subtitles, I leave that on for DMZ so I can actually see the callouts of incoming airstrike or stuff like that as well. Mono audio, I keep that off because I do not need to mess up my directional sounds because it does split from being you hear on the left or you hear on the right to hearing all around you if you turn that on. I do prefer the tinnitus sound off. Chat sizes and so on, that's really up to you. Now, color filter 2, both, make sure they're all the way bumped up. And I don't know how to enunciate this color palette, but there's a color palette that I use. And it actually does, for me, help me see things a lot better on my minimap and so on. And we're going to keep rolling through. Minimap should be a square, and it should rotate with you. Crosshairs, keep them on, but make sure that they're static because they don't need to be jumping around when you're shooting. Visual hit markers, I keep those on. I also will keep on my center dot. That needs to be at the largest as well. It'll help you with centering as well, and it'll also help you if you need to. Figure out where the middle of the screen is and make sure that wherever that is, that's where you want to be pointing for wherever you expect an enemy to be at. Game tips and so on, that's all up to you. And burner flash as well, that's all up to you. It's all personal choice on that aspect. Now that we've run through all of these, we're just going to go through and check it real quick. Good. Okay. We're good to go.
Welcome to the DMZ.
Now look at that difference. Compared to what we had before to now, you can see a difference in the screen and how it looks. One tap opens that, one tap opens that. I don't have to hold that anymore. Nice and clean, slides. You can see more of the screen as well. These guys don't have mics, so I'm not worried about talking in game. That's a dive. Slide. I saved that all day, so I don't know.
The heavily armored.
Honestly, Desert Eagle is underrated in my opinion. Most people won't use it. I don't understand why. I got 2 pistols, so I'm going to take those extra pistol rounds this time. I know there was more up there, but I chose not to. This guy is going right after that on scene. Radiation blocker, toothpaste. Okay. Now, why am I playing this out like this right now instead of just jumping right into a fight is because, honestly, I kind of want you to see the difference in running and how everything else is, and I'm not even tack sprinting.
One enemy threat is low in the area.
Guy just put UAV, love it. Tack map. All right, they already pushed up to here, and it goes up to here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to run all the way this way. That's how you know you're tack sprinting, is when your gun is up in the air. Jump.
Squad.
Wow. What a scammer. I know I didn't load APs the other time, but the other time my teammate didn't switch teams mid round.
Also on.
He's getting shot to you up top.
There's the fire.
Now this is too far for an SMG to hit. Hit well, I should say. But could it hit? Absolutely.
Activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Ow. He's right here on my left. And he's got a one shot. That's fine by me. But you can see the difference in the gameplay. If this tightened up your aim or made DMZ smoother for you, do me a favor, drop a like, subscribe. If you got questions about settings, PvP, or just surviving the DMZ, hit the comments. I read every one of them, and I'll try to respond to them as well. If you want to go deeper, I stream live Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m. Central Time. Twitch, Kick, YouTube, TikTok, your choice. Pull up, come in, join the family. This is Italiano Shy. Stay dangerous out there. I'll see you in the next raid.